on tonight's live. Somehow I did. Actually, I know exactly how I got set wrong because I was multitasking. And it didn't go real well, apparently. Anyway, I'm here. My wires are falling. Come back here, stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna mess with solar ends. It's just kind of like a regular live, but like I'm just gonna be doing something at the same time because I feel like I didn't get very much stuff done today, and I've been trying to work on this ever since Tuesday. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get these ends swapped out and get this system up and running because it only takes like 2 hours maybe to build this whole setup. And what do? Somehow manage to not get it done ever. But these ends corrode over time, and when they corrode over time, pretty much the thing to do is just take them apart and replace stuffs. I'm pretty sure I can't actually pull them apart. If you can pull them apart, there's issues. So I basically just have to cut the wire and do it again. But that's okay, I can do that. Will coming out tonight? No. Pretty sure he's probably in bed. He wakes up with the sun and goes to sleep when the sun is done. Whoa, dropping stuff. That's how he does it. I tend to not start as early. It depends. My schedule's weird. I'll do a bunch of stuff in the middle of the night. And then like I'll sleep in sometimes, but not always. And other times I just won't go to bed at all. And I'll get out of bed. I'm doing like video editing. And then I'll get out of bed and do something else right as the sun gets up. And then next thing you know, I've been like up for forever. But that's okay. I actually stayed up late last night. Did some things. And then I went over to the other homestead, hung out with Will and a couple other folks helping me out. That was pretty cool. I bed at 5 p.m. in a couple months. He says, oh yeah, I'll go to bed at 5. I don't think he realizes that he'll be like sleeping 14 hours a day if he does that. So I'm pretty sure at some point he'll be like, all right, I gotta be up and do stuff in the dark because you would just have to. Unless you want to sleep 14 hours a day, which he doesn't seem like the type of person that would do such a thing. But he'll get it all figured out. Make adjustments as it goes. Let's see. I'm going to get these comments up on here so I can actually see them better. Your fingernail polish, paint the outside, we'll seal it shut. We talking about these wiring things? That might work. There's probably something I can do. Something I can do to stop these from corroding all the time. Get all these little pieces out. Sit on a bench and do cool stuff. I think that wire's supposed to go about that far, which means I would cut it back right about here. I couldn't even find like my regular wire cutters and stuff, so I'm really... Don't love, thank you for the super chat. That's really kind of you. Super sticker, whatever it's called. Appreciate it. I know I want to get this done. Get these ends replaced. It's a perfect thing to do while sitting on live because it doesn't take brain power or anything to do this. It just... I need to buy multiple duplicates of tools because the tool I want is sitting down in some other building. It's a half mile from here. I'm not fooling with it. Thanks, baby. What I got, guys, the layered drink.
I
It looks
put tea
cool
on it instead of Pepsi, and it just kind of sat on top.
That's cool. That's cool.
Looks like a sunset.
There's Jen.
Hey guys. What's up?
I was just telling him how we went over to the other homestead for like 4 hours today and did some stuff.
Gen Island iced tea. That's totally what it is.
It has real iced tea in it. It has real iced tea in it,
I put real
guys.
iced tea in it instead of Pepsi.
And it's better that way, I think.
Sun tea. I don't know if you guys are on Twitch. You might every once in a while see my sun tea jar out. Yep. Yep, just chilling. Aw, thanks, Squish. I missed you guys too. I haven't even been chatting on the live much. Just been busy.
Peel off. Yep. Totally going on Amazon, ordering things. Ordering more duels.
Cool.
I think I need to go order more ladders too.
Salem, Oregon. Hang out with us on Twitch after the live.
Absolutely
I don't
do
know
that.
how much I'll be awake after this live.
I don't know how long this live will be.
Charlotte is your favorite. Charlotte's getting better out here. She loves to run around here. I'm beat. We were in the straight sun most of the day, and I feel wiped. How's the night going, guys? Super chat from. Don't forget to like the super chats, guys. From Zayers. Night's going good. Night's going good.
Yeah, we got one more. I think we're on our last heat wave.
All right, I can't totally see the chat from there.
I think we're on
The
our
longer
last heat
chats
wave.
I can't.
Here, you can
totally
turn
read.
this your way because I'm
You're not paying attention.
I'm not able to really look at it most of the time.
Yo. All right, are we caught up here? I don't even know where we are. Yeah, we're good.
I think it's being pretty chill.
Do you have a YouTube? Because I've been getting posts from who may or may not be you. Are you talking about Nate? Nate totally has a YouTube. You're on it right now. Do I have a YouTube? Yes, it's _just_Jen. But I don't send things to anybody, so it wouldn't be me.
Nope.
Moment of silence for the UPS driver's truck, right? That was crazy.
That was pretty crazy. The more I thought about it, like, he told me his story, I just basically parroted the story on...
Great Falls, Montana.
I just parroted the story on the video, and then I looked at the tracks again, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that he was just driving too close to the edge, and then his wheel caught that stump, and then that's what bent it, instead of it bending and then dragging him over there.
Probably most likely.
But, you know, for the sake of his job, I'm sure the story he came up with or told was far better for his career.
You mean Facebook? Yes, he does have a Facebook.
But
there are plenty of fakes out on there on Facebook, and he doesn't send anything from Facebook. So the way you know that his Facebook is authentic is there's 800 and some thousand.
I think it's 900 now.
Is it 900 now?
I think so.
So it's just a way big number of followers. That's how you tell what's authentic. Other than that, just block those other accounts. Facebook isn't real friendly with getting rid of that stuff either.
No, Facebook's awful. Just awful platform.
It is hot and muggy out here.
Very much so.
Thank you.
Boy,
I've had this thing forever. I tore the sleeves up and tied it in knots and did all kinds of stuff I've had this thing forever.
That's gonna be close. What did I do with? Oh, I brought them here.
Yeah, there's fake accounts on all the platforms. That happens.
It does. It's sad. I've paid thousands of dollars already to have Facebook stuff taken down, and you know, new ones pop up. But as they get bigger, I pay even more. Get more accounts down. I just never exceed how much I get paid on a platform for how much I invest in taking down the fake stuff.
It is a good night for popsicles. I'm drinking sun tea, and I put like maybe a teaspoon of sugar in this entire glass. I don't really like sweet tea in the sense of what sweet tea is, but I do like a hint of sweetness. So just a little bit of sugar in there.
She makes it good. Nowhere near as sweet tea.
Everyone wants to be Nate. If they spent a month out here, they wouldn't want to be Nate anymore.
Everyone wants to be me. Well, it looks like I'm not working, but like there's a lot of work to do.
I think I may be subbed to a fake account, but it's got lots of subscribers, so I can't really tell. I hate content thieves. On Facebook, it's going to be like a huge number, like 900,000.
Yeah, it's got to be right around 900,000.
Like right around 900,000. None of the fake accounts have gotten that big. Nope. The only way they would be that big is if somebody was to actually screenshot the number of followers and somehow overlay that.
But really, the only thing I post on Facebook is reels. Like, every once in a while I'll do some kind of post, but like I never post about, yeah, all these fake ones post about all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Just came for the Minion. Yeah, Minion and Charlo are both in the house tonight.
Right, guys, I replaced an end. You guys can't see it. Oh, kind of. It's attached to a solar panel, so I don't feel like dragging it all the way out here.
Yeah, that's the other thing you can do is he tags his other socials in his bios or pages or whatever, so you can always follow from those different links too. It should take you to the right account. 903,000, Zoe says on Facebook.
All right.
Very nice. Very nice. Cats are doing great. Absolutely great. You two are so really well matched. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, Jen and Nate from Scotland. Hello.
What's up, Scotland? One down, 4 to go.
What are you making? What are you doing? Oh, for your solar thing?
I'm redoing these ends because I don't even know if you can see all that corrosion.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Can you guys see?
I'm blind and I can still see it.
It won't focus for you.
It's more the color of it.
There's corrosion inside on the metal on all these.
So he's putting new ends on them.
So I have to cut all the bad ends off and put new ends on.
Tortellini versus ravioli, which do y'all like more? I think I prefer tortellini, but they're so different too that it's hard to compare one against the other.
I would say that I don't know the difference, and I feel like they all taste the same. But maybe I'm just not.
So tortellini, I think you get more of the pasta because it's kind of a thicker and just the way it's shaped because it's round, you know.
And the other one has more meat, cheese, whatever it is.
Yeah, and the other one's more stuffed. But I make a tortellini soup that's like out of this world. I'm really kind of looking forward to the cool weather and getting the wood stove going. Because I was thinking about some of the meals I made last winter that were so good, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to make some of those again.
It's coming.
I love my A&W mugs. Love them. I had one fall out of the freezer one time. I'm weird about milk. I do not like if milk gets one temperature above what it is in the refrigerator. I can't drink it. Like, as soon as it's poured in my cup, pretty much it's too warm. So I always would keep, and I don't do this here, but I would always keep a mug in the freezer, and then when I wanted milk, I would put it in a frozen mug, and then it would stay cool. Plus, then the milk freezes to the inside, and you get ice milk, and yeah, you just add a little bit of chocolate to that, and hello. But anyway, I had one in the freezer one time, and I opened the door, and it fell out and broke, and I, that night, went to A&W and was like, I need a new mug.
Mug.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yes. Ice milk. Yep.
Icy milk. It's got corrosion in here.
Tortellini are the belly button ravioli of the pasta pockets. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah, that is perfect way to say that.
That was sweet.
Oh yes, yes, yes. See, these guys are loving the ice milk too. Yeah.
That's cool.
So does that mean you all have a mug in your freezer too? My friends used to all look at me crazy if they ever opened my freezer. They were like, "Do you know there's a glass in here?" Like, yep.
I like to do the beer mug thing.
That's my milk mug.
I haven't done that in forever though.
I used to have these plastic ones that were like, they were freezer mugs. They were like double walled, and there was freezy stuff in the center of them. And then you would freeze them, and then that would like hold it cold. But yeah, they were kind of cool too. Don't tell Morgan I think ice milk is gross. Put some chocolate or some strawberry or something in it, squish. You might change your mind. It's kind of like ice cream, kind of.
Yeah.
Without the creamy part. Like it's, yeah.
Like a
it's
diet milkshake.
Yeah, yum.
Oh, here's my tools. Here's my pliers. Found it.
Ice in your milk will stop the gross milk ring from developing on the glass. That's nice to know. That's good to know. Because, yes, that's annoying.
Gross milk.
Yep.
Ring.
The only time I would drink milk, if it was any warmer than what the refrigerator keeps it, was if it's in the bottom of my cereal bowl. I can always drink my cereal milk. I never have a problem with that. But I think that's because it's sweet and stuff. It's not like warm milk. I have to go look up here. You should try pickling some of your duck eggs to keep on hand for Nate.
That pickled duck eggs are delicious.
So, right now, we actually have ducks sitting on eggs, which is amazing. And rather than pull the eggs for pickling, we really want ducklings.
Yeah.
So, we're going to let that happen now, and then hopefully they'll start laying around here again instead of choosing their own nesty places, but it's hard to say.
It's tough with Muscovy ducks.
They're so funny. So funny.
They do what they want.
Yep. Yep. Chocolate milk is your favorite? I like chocolate milk too. Every once in a while I will crave chocolate milk.
Every time
Like
she's
I just
pregnant.
want No. I just want a glass of chocolate milk.
Another one. Oh, you guys gotta see this one. That one's done.
Could be a Great Lakes region thing. True question. Geez, Nate, what's happening to those MC4 connectors? Any idea on why it's corroding? Never had that problem myself.
I'm not really sure. I mean, they were these particular ones were out in the weather, but I'm not the only person that does a lot of solar that has complained about them. The guy I learned solar from, he said in all his with these connectors, he's before he even puts his panels and stuff together, he strips them all and wires them permanently. It's like, I don't like those connectors. It's like they corrode and stuff, and I'm like, oh. And now here I sit fixing very obviously corroded connectors that were together all the time, and then I'm obviously testing voltage, and it's like yeah, I'm not getting what I should be. And then I unplug them and look, and it's like, yep, that's the problem. But most of them are good if I keep them in an area that's free of moisture. But
It's not too late for them to hatch eggs here. There's no, it's not too late yet.
I don't know.
Our neighbor's chicken just hatched eggs the other day too. I know chickens and ducks are different, but yeah, no, it's not too late.
No.
What is the cause of different taste of eggs? I would say probably aside from whatever animal lays the egg, and maybe
I'm not
the
even
age
sure.
of it.
I'm not even sure diet, if that's where you're going. Diet changes. I've never had an egg. It's like, oh, this duck or chicken obviously ate something different. Like, I think
I didn't
maybe
say
age
anything
and
about that.
I didn't know if you were
I
going there or not.
specifically said,
I was just wondering.
depending what different animal laid it or the age of the
Yeah.
egg,
Yep.
specifically. Because we eat duck eggs in the fall that, this is going to be really gross to you guys, and if you haven't seen these videos, the yolk of the egg, instead of being orange or yellow, is literally green.
Green.
Like avocado green. And there's nothing wrong with the egg. The egg smells normal, it tastes normal, it cooks normal, there's nothing wrong with it. What it is in the fall, the acorns fall from the trees, and the ducks love to eat the acorns, and the acorn changes the color of the yolk of the egg.
Yep. Sure
It
does.
doesn't change the taste of it, though. So that's why I would think it would be, like, if it's always chicken eggs and you're noticing different tastes, it's probably the age of the egg.
All right, where's that guy that said something about what's wrong with these? This one's more obvious. Man, if I could get the camera to focus, that would be phenomenal.
It wants to focus on everything but what you're showing.
If I show enough something up close, it'll focus. You can see the corrosion. You can't see the, well, maybe you can see the rusted piece in there, but yeah. Just, yeah. And these are factory connections in this case. These other ones that I've been working on are not factory ones. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, these are factory on these panels. They're just like, nah, we'll just corrode. That's cool.
Oh my gosh, I got way behind in the chat.
Never kept underwater, but you know. They do what they do. I made a short video about it. I haven't
Green eggs
posted
and
it
ham,
yet.
totally. Totally could do, well, not the ham part, because we don't eat pork, but yes.
Green eggs.
Green eggs and ham.
Green eggs and ham.
So the next time somebody asks you about green eggs and ham, you can tell them it's because the ducks were
They don't go green, they turn brown.
What?
I said they don't turn green, they turn brown.
No,
Brown
they're kind of
eggs.
green color.
They might have a green hue.
The yolk? Yeah, it's totally greenish.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just remember the brown being very prominent, but it could have been a green brown or something, I don't know.
Well, we might see colors different. That totally looks green to me.
It's only been like a year or two since, or maybe a year, I don't remember. I can't remember anything, time flies.
Different color yolk depends on the diet, and to me and some people I've talked to, changed the taste of the eggs. I think the amber orangish yolk eggs taste so much better than others. I did not notice a difference in the taste of the duck egg at all with those fall eggs.
But I could see how somebody would like,
You
had
can
a really
totally see a
refined
difference.
palate or something. I could see them
You can, yeah,
picking
that's
out
true.
a flavor.
That's
I didn't,
true.
But
I never knew green eggs were real. Wait till I tell my 7-year-old granddaughter. Yep, she'll love it. You can tell her now. You know why.
If you leave
And it's
ham out
okay.
long enough, it'll probably be green too.
It's okay to eat that green egg, Sam. I am. It really is.
That's right.
Hello, hello. You have the same t-shirt? Awesome. Well, happy birthday, Jared. Did you know that females on average see more colors than men? A little scientific tidbit. So if it is on the hue of the brown and green, maybe I'm just seeing extra hues of the green that he's just not picking up. I don't know.
I don't know. I just knew it didn't look awesome, and I was like,
We did have a good night.
Gotta remember to put the other end of these connectors on first and then crimp the metal end
Should
on.
try an emu omelet sometime. They're huge. I can just imagine how big that is. Nate and I talked about trying to boil one and doing a deviled egg. We thought that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, that would have been really cool. But we never got around to it, and then the egg rotted. So we definitely never got around to it. It's not even the tool I'm trying to use. This is the tool I'm trying to use.
Free-range eggs definitely taste different than store-bought eggs. Even have sometimes a gritty taste from the pebbles and things they ingest. I've not experienced any of that.
I would definitely say free-range eggs taste like farm fresh eggs always taste different than the store-bought eggs.
Oh, that I agree with. Yeah,
I never
I've not
stopped
ever
to
had
think
a
about
gritty
why
egg,
or anything. I just, yeah.
Well, and who knows what they're doing with the eggs before they even hit the store.
They're at least washing them, but that shouldn't affect flavor. But it might, I don't know.
If somebody's mentioning cooking minion, they may be referring to a video where Nate cooked minion. Just an FYI.
It could be. It could be.
I can understand how if you don't know about all that, how that could be offensive. But yeah, minion has been cooked a couple times.
It worked out very good for minion. It did. This may be bendy.
Would we eat deer bacon? Absolutely.
Yep. For sure. Hey, Tana. Am I doing cool stuff? Katana. Tana's like, what are you doing?
Are we burning citronella or something? Did our mosquitoes go on vacation? Our mosquitoes probably got munched for lunch.
Probably.
The ducks probably ate them. We don't have many mosquitoes out here. Every once in a while, there'll be a night where I'm like, oh my gosh, there's like mosquitoes tonight, but it does not happen often.
No, it's rare.
Joanna, honey, I love Nate and Jen. Hello, thank you for the super chat.
Thanks.
It was a long day in the heat. We were over another homestead with Will and Jesse today for a bit.
Yep, we were.
My hair's longer, but not by a whole lot. Yes. Yeah, if the ducks are eating the mosquito larva out of the pond, then that right there helps a ton.
Yep, they definitely like the larva. Stop bowling. Stop. My things are falling because this bench makes a really crappy workbench. Turns out it's just a sitting bench. But I'm doing work on it anyway.
Right. A solo female in a house who wants a large dog for companionship or protection. Do you believe it's most safe to get one as a puppy? For example, Jen, would you ever adopt a dog like Az without Nate? If I was living this kind of lifestyle by myself, I would not hesitate having that size of a dog on my own. However, you don't want a dog like Az if you are just if it's just for protection in your home. Like if you live in the city and you don't have a lot of land like this, because he's not really a companion per se.
I mean, he can be, but...
He can be, and he loves us, and we play with him, and, I mean...
He needs livestock to protect, to be truly happy and not bored.
You honestly can see him get bored. Like, he is really perked up since we got the rabbits. But you can see that he gets bored, and he would not do well in a home, like inside. We took him inside one time. Granted, we have a tiny spot.
Maybe if you had like a mansion, like a really huge mansion.
Yeah. I mean, I could just see 20 minutes in there and he was just gonna wipe everything out.
Oh yeah, he was not
Um,
not having it.
I don't know as far as like human guardianship and protection and companionship for you. There's all kinds of other breeds like
he'd do really well, but
shepherds are
if
good.
you don't live a farm lifestyle, there's got to be better
Yeah,
breeds.
German shepherds are great human protectors.
Right.
He's fixing the ends on some corroded ends on these wires.
Trying to put my original
A mastiff, yep.
solar system back together.
At the same time, you want to make sure that whatever dog you have, you can actually control on your own. I watched a lady one time with a chocolate lab, and chocolate labs can get pretty big. But I watched her get taken down and pretty much drugged down a hill by her dog at a park one time.
That's all training,
because
though.
she just
like,
couldn't. Well,
Az, I would never, if Az didn't want to be
even
walked on
if
a
it
leash,
pulled and
he
wasn't
would absolutely knock me over.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a chance.
I would not own a dog that if it was going to pull without me being aware of it, that I could not control it. Like,
Totally.
I think you need to be able to control your dog. I also don't see Az out walking anywhere on a leash.
I'm totally doing that sometime. If nothing else for socializing, I'm totally taking him to Tractor Supply or something. But yeah, he has to listen. Or I'd never be able to hold him. He's huge.
You wrestled a chocolate lab once. That's cool. Az outweighs Nate by far.
Yep. He's got a lower center of gravity and 4 legs. I have no chance of physically controlling him.
He was excited and went running and spinning in a circle and came up behind me and hit both of my legs at the same time with his body, and both of my legs came out from under me and I went down. Like, he's just big.
He's a monster. Stop.
Az is not a dog, he's a measurement device for HP. That's right. And 175 pounds of drool. Totally. Had a Roddy come through the front window after my dog, and the woman walking him couldn't hold on to him. Yeah, they need to be able to control their dogs in all situations. Yeah. We had a Roddy too when I was younger. She was amazing. We did not make these chairs. We got this. This is actually, look at me. I'm like I think I'm on live. I'm like, look at this. I'm just reading. Right. No, it's a bench. I was going to show you guys. That's hysterical.
I think Az actually caught a cicada. Good job, Az.
There's been more cicadas. We didn't hit whenever everybody else got all those tons of cicadas, but there's been more out recently. I pulled 2 of them out of the storage area the other day for the ducks, and I think there's another one in there.
I'm impressed, Az. That was really good.
And I heard one when I was back at the duck. He's excited. You can hear him.
Yep, he's excited. We got hot days coming, guys. It's supposed to be really warm. Wisconsin. Daniel, I'll be right back. Okay. Good to catch you Sunday live. Hope everyone's doing great. That goes for Nate and Jen too. Well, thanks. Yep, it's going good. It was just a busy day. It's actually a fairly lazy day. Went over and hung out with Will and Jesse. We didn't really do a whole bunch. A little bit of stuff. Spent a bunch of time hanging out. Sitting in the back of the dumpster with them and stuff too, though. Kind of fun every once in a while, but I definitely did not do all my work, which is why I'm still working. This is Curly Pigtail. Yeah, you guys can actually see him back there, can't you? That's not Dagger. That's Katana.
No, Dagger's right there.
Katana.
I know my animals apart.
I know you do.
I know who's who, Katana.
This wire is not quite as stranded as the other wire I was working with.
Tiny, huh? She doesn't want to be manhandled right now anyway. She's like, leave me alone. One down. Oh, is it a pretty purse? Yeah, you want to just chase bugs. You don't want to be handled. Dagger, come snuggle with me.
Wanting to play with the wires.
Dagger. Oh, was she?
She was, and then she got bored and...
I was standing over there and she rubbed against my leg and startled me.
She's good at that.
Oh, yes.
Put this on. This on. Grumpy thing.
He's like, nope, I don't want to snuggle with you either. We try on the deck and you say no, and now you want to snuggle?
Right.
Oh, I got that spots. Yes, I got that spots. Yeah. Zoe wants to reach right through the phone and snuggle with you. Yeah, her does. Tiger is her favorite.
Tiger's pretty cool. He used to be more of a cuddler. He's still super cuddly, but like he used to be such
When he
a cuddler.
wants to be, he is.
Maybe he just used to want to be all the time.
He's a sweet cat. He's a sweet cat. Huh. Mister. Where you gonna go? So I'll lay with you if I can lay my own way. Yep, let me lay my own way.
He's got his way. Tiger's way or the highway.
He's an amazing cat. I'm pretty sure all three of them... Oh, he's going to lick my arm. I'm pretty sure all three of them are hunting pretty good. One of the little ones, Cloak, this afternoon had a squirrel. Part of a squirrel.
I doubt she caught a whole squirrel already, but...
No, I doubt she did either, but she had part of it.
Uh-huh.
He might have gotten it.
Cool, they're learning. They're learning.
They're taking them apart. I'd only seen them with chipmunks and little birds.
It took forever
before.
for Saber and Dagger to catch on because I don't think they really had a good teacher because I was the teacher and I wasn't running around the woods catching anything with my mouth, so took them a minute to figure it all out, but they've got Dagger to look up to. There we go. What did I do with?
It's a nice cold cup.
What
Yeah,
did I
it's
do with
cold.
stuff?
It's got condensation.
They don't snap together too easy. I think it's okay though. Oh yeah. Why'd you snap together so easy? Maybe it's because you're not corroded. That's cool.
Here's your Bluetooth paper punch 3006 or 308.
I have a variety of different ones.
That's right. Close that chat and hit the like button and come right back. That's right. That's right.
These connections are stupid. Even brand new. I don't know. Whatever. They always work brand new. I just think they're dumb.
Yes, I think he is playing with his ball, and he does. He jumps. He's so funny. Like, he's just over a year old. So, what, 15 months? Yeah, about 15 months. And
should be about right.
There's still that puppy in him. And it doesn't matter his size. The
Absolutely.
puppy is a puppy. And he almost rolls down the hill sometimes. It's hysterical. Like, he's
crazy.
I just hope he doesn't ever, like, stumble and roll and hurt himself. Because,
right?
Yeah, he
It's
is a puppy.
Always a risk.
Gifted 10 memberships. Too. What in the world? Who was this? Who was this? Who was this? Ships. Make sure to thank her. That was very kind. Very cool.
Super awesome.
That gave us a green chat for a second, that's for sure.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that's way cool. All the new subs now are putting all the cool emojis in. Very awesome. Sweet. Green chat gang. That's right. That's right. That was very awesome. Thank you.
That was super kind. Where are all my stuffs?
Solar company that did my install wrapped all the connections in electrical tape. I think tape will help big with corrosion.
It might. It's a good quality tape and not some of the junky tape that
Donald Love gifted 10 Nate Petrosky memberships. Whoa, thank you.
Thanks. That's super. Man, that's
Paint
20
the chat
gifted
green.
memberships. That's so cool.
Throw the thank yous out there, guys. Thank these guys. Very kind of them.
You guys should have some early access to long format videos. I don't have any pending at the moment, but
Rob Wiedemann, member for 2 months. Thanks. Joanna Honey. Very cool, very cool. Yes, welcome all the new members. Early access to the videos. You get some fun emojis there to play with.
Yep. Your chat stands out a little bit more.
Chat turns green.
All that good stuff.
That is very cool. We really appreciate you guys.
That's not the ones I want.
And I guarantee these other viewers appreciate you guys too.
Absolutely.
What do you use to water your chickens? We don't water chickens. We don't have chickens. We have ducks. I'm not trying to be a smartass. We just have a couple rubber buckets, rubber bowls, I guess.
Rubber bowls.
And we just rinse them out and fill them a couple times a day.
I have one that has an auto waterer built into it.
I was just thinking about that.
After I built it into it. Yeah, nothing fancy. Every fancy watering system that exists has a downfall, and I'm gonna try again. But I've done all kinds of different ones. But here I am back to just like the regular old bowl again.
What's the 411 on your rabbits? Did you have the rabbit video go out yet?
No, there's no rabbit videos yet.
There'll be a video shortly. Currently, they are in the old duck coop. I put their hutches in there so that they go in there at night, and then during the day I open them up and let them out. And I have kind of just thrown some things in there to make it somewhat woodsy and natural for them, and let them run around and play all day. They try to dig out. Az tries to dig them out. Yeah. It's going well so far, though.
Yep, I got videos coming. I've just gotten really behind on the videos.
Whoa, what are you doing, cat? What you doing?
But here for the first time in a long time, YouTube is going to get some videos before TikTok. Usually TikTok gets them all first. So I'm going to switch the order up for a little bit. So if you're following here on this platform, you'll be the first to get to see them. And then there'll be long format video on it all too eventually.
And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you get notifications when we're live, when new videos come. All that fun stuff. That cat is as large as a zoo cat. He's not that big.
Said he was really big. There we go. Now I got this. This goes to solar panels. This goes to charge controller.
Have your mowers ever gotten close to falling in the pond or in any puddles of water? Because you keep Nate controls where they go.
I mean,
with
at
a
any
GPS.
time, like a GPS thing could glitch and maybe it would happen, but it hasn't happened.
But it hasn't.
They've slipped down hills and gone where they weren't supposed to, but I keep them far enough away from the pond edge that that's not a hill that they should slip on.
Oh my gosh, the chat just went flying. Yeah, he's totally happy right now.
Some new battery cables. Hopefully they're long enough. They should be. Yeah, totally long enough. Totally long enough.
Oh, Az is as big as a zoo cat. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. He's bigger than... He's probably the size of a mountain lion.
For sure. I'm not really sure what... Who knows how much mountain lions usually weigh? I feel like 150 would even be a big mountain lion.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, I'm sure he's heavier than one.
Cats are like pound for pound. They've got to be like literally the strongest animal on the earth, though. Like they're nuts.
Look behind you, LOL. I hope you're talking about the dog, because we're not worried about anything behind us because of the dog.
Pretty much. Alright.
Nate, I hid a llama in your beard while you were asleep. Have you not found it?
What's that? I don't know. Explain
The
that.
funny thing is, if he found a llama in his beard, he'd never say anything about it. You'd never know if he found it or not.
I wouldn't. Alright.
Someone snuck up behind you, yeah. Not with Az back there, they didn't.
Nope.
Az is like a polar bear, totally. Yep. Who taught me to cook? I kind of did, just watching my mom in the kitchen all the time, and then yeah, I just went with her basic stuff, and then I started adding things to things, and I don't know. Once I had an interest, then I started finding recipes, and then once I made so many recipes, I started to realize how things kind of came together. And so now I pretty much can just open the refrigerator and see what we have, and most of the time, as long as I have some kind of meat defrosted, I can throw something together no matter what, because I can make my own sauces and things like that. Yeah, it was just an interest, so I just kept doing it.
I know. I know I picked you up. You didn't want to be picked up. You don't want to be here. You don't have anything to do with me right now. You got bugs to do.
Oh yeah, it totally rocks. It's been working, but sometimes we have another one too out on the back porch, and sometimes he comes sits out there with me and he rocks that thing until I'm dizzy.
Yep.
He likes to rock it.
They're fun to rock. Oh, you're such a cute little kitten. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Who's going?
Should make a campsite for your cool solid subs to come camp with you. Cat hugging festival. She doesn't really want to be held right now.
Absolutely not. In no way does she want to be held.
She wants to be out
Like,
getting the
get me
bugs.
outta
She's
here.
excited right now.
He looks so
Hey guys, some of
grouchy.
your videos from Australia. Hello.
Whatever. He looks so grouchy. Grouchy kitten.
You're not grouchy kitten.
Grouchy. Like, I don't want to be here. Don't
I
do
prefer
all the
black
things.
olives. Nate likes any olives, I think.
Yep. I love olives.
He's got all kinds of olives. Olives stuffed with blue cheese, olives stuffed with lemon, olives
Yep.
stuffed with garlic.
I want to just get like, so I was totally going to get like regular olives, even with like pits in and just like kind of fresh ones, but then the website was glitching on me like months ago, and then I just said, fine, I'm not ordering olives, and then I haven't had olives because it was glitching on me. I was going to give them $100 for all sorts of olives, but no.
Right.
They have delicious olives and can't figure out how to make a website that doesn't error out, so then I didn't buy them.
Male mountain lions weigh around 140 to 150. So yeah, Az definitely outweighs them. For sure.
But mountain lions are vicious. I don't know how Az would do against a mountain lion one-on-one. That would be tough.
I'm hoping to eventually have a cookbook out. Hi from North Carolina. I discovered your channel about a month ago. I love it. Hello, welcome. Glad you're enjoying it.
Alright, what else do I need?
No wolves here either, no. Right. Nate's gonna have to build a whole new building to store olives. Oh yeah. We've had all kinds of different kinds of bees, yellow jackets, wasps. You name it, it's been bad. It's been crazy. No more Skittles. Oh my goodness. I just freeze dried. I don't know. Was that a 5-pound thing of sour Skittles we made? Was that box 5 pounds? What was that?
It might have been a pound at the most.
Oh, a pound? Okay.
Maybe 2. I don't know. There's all those little packets, and it's hard to. All I did was say ounces on them.
I have a crazy headache, but hearing you guys helps. That's
cool.
I'm glad to hear that. That's cool. I personally can't stand to hear myself when I have a headache. Oh, yeah, he's super content. I'm half holding him up. Yes, freeze-dried sour Skittles. Very yummy. I like how this cat is just rolling.
Rolling fast.
I might have to slow it. No, the bugs aren't too bad. I mean, there's probably half a dozen moths flying up towards the ceiling because of the lights, but they're not really bothering us.
I don't know if I have a screwdriver in here. That's disappointing.
Any update to the garage build, boss? I think a couple weeks from now.
Supposed to be. You know how contractors are, though.
What is the building in his wasp video? That's
That's not mentioned.
just an extra storage building that he put up so we could have room for things.
Everybody wants to know, but not very many people know.
I was drinking iced tea, but it's gone. No, I don't really miss much from the city, honestly.
Sure. It would work.
Largest mountain lion ever recorded was 276 pounds. Holy shit.
That's huge. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, polar bears are gigantic. Oh, he loves to be held like this. He's so funny. Dagger, you're falling. Gonna be looking for a bit. That's fine, Jonesy. So is it going to be called If There's a Will Homestead? No, I think we're going to call it, I think we were talking about There's a Way. There's a Way Homestead. Because where there's a will, there's a way. So we'll have Narrow Way Homestead and There's a Way Homestead. No, we don't have a Sam's Club anywhere around here. Can you have Digger when he gets old, right? Love how it says messing with solar and you're filming at night. Yeah, he's fixing some wires that had corroded ends. Rabbits are doing good. Favorite thing about Sunday night on 102 acres? Dinner or bedtime, pretty much.
Long Island iced teas.
They want to know what you're holding in your hand.
This is a charge controller. This takes the power from the solar panels, converts it to appropriate power for the batteries, and literally charges or controls the rate of charge and when they get charged. It's a very, very primitive and simple one. It's also almost bulletproof. Not quite, but like you could just literally put this underwater and it would like be fine.
Yeah, he's slowly falling asleep. And yes, he is super cool. But no, you can't have him even when he gets old. He'll forever be our cuddle snugger. Our snuggle cuddler. Huh. Are you going to teach the girls to snuggle like this?
Maybe once they get older.
They already do. Huh? Going to teach the girls to snuggle like this? He's like, I really just want to do it my own way, Jen. You keep moving me. You keep moving me and I'm not laying how I want to lay. I'm not laying how I want to lay. He's a good boy, though. He's such a good boy. Oh, he's such a good boy. You put up with anything, don't you? Mm-hmm. These little purrs.
Dagger. Hey, Dagger.
These like little purrs. What you got? What's he got?
Little petting stick for Dagger.
Got?
Yeah, and pet you.
The Dagger petting stick.
The Dagger petting stick.
Yeah. You smell it?
Goofball.
He's like, I don't care.
Nope,
I don't care about all that. I don't care. I don't care.
You don't care about all that.
I don't care. I don't care.
Hopefully tomorrow I'll have this system up and working and charging a small battery bank of 2 batteries. That's my plan.
Where's the Mountain Dew and Doritos at? We don't have Mountain Dew and Doritos. The only Mountain Dew we have is on the ground in the morning when we wake up.
That's right.
Our Long Island iced tea is your preferred drink. Actually, I think he prefers margaritas. He just seems to have these on Sunday nights for some reason.
I just do the Long Island iced tea on Sunday night. I don't know why.
He does other nights too, but he prefers margaritas.
Yep. On the rocks. I usually like salt on the rim, but by the time I'm having a margarita, it's like in bed, and the last thing anybody needs is like salt particles just floating in the bed for some stupid reason. But I like the salt.
Did the neighbor's dogs walk across 100 acres to get to where you stay? No, because they weren't. We're not 100 acres in, so we're not 100 acres from where
They
their
still
property
had
is.
to cross the
They
neighbor's
did,
property first.
yeah, they crossed more than one person's property,
Yeah.
but it wasn't 100 acres, no. Whoa. Whoa, you're falling. You're falling. Because you moved. You should have just stayed where I had you. It would have been perfect. Head over to Twitch after the stream. 24/7 live streaming aside. Live on YouTube.
That's right.
You got it, guys. You got it.
Check it out. If anything interesting is going to happen on live, most of the time it'll be sometime during the Twitch live.
Is this Winnie the Pooh with 100 acre woods? It's actually the 102 acre woods.
Yep.
What are you doing, Dagger?
It's being a cat.
He is. He's being so silly.
Being a cat.
You went from sleepy to playful, and now you're just rolling all over the place? Super chat from True North Research. Hi, I would like to ask if I can buy your door from that house Will worked on. My name is also Trevor, and I have a door in my childhood home with Trevor's room, no girls allowed. It's so funny.
Oh.
Does it say something like that on the wall there?
It might.
Oh, there is. It does say no girls or something. You're right. I totally know. Upstairs.
I don't even
Upstairs
know
in the
if
one
it
kid's
exists
room.
anymore. There's no walls up there anymore.
I know that.
It's like...
It's on the wall going into that little closet. That's funny.
Yeah.
Send me an email. I can check the next time we're there and see if it's still there, but send me an email. His email is somewhere around in here, in his YouTube stuff.
NatePetroskyOfficial.com will get you the email.
Super chat from Lita. How do you feel about medical marijuana also in your new video with Minion? Please let him give us kisses, and please give him kisses. Minion gets kisses all the time. Guaranteed. We'll give him extra for you. And we don't have any problem with medical marijuana.
Nope.
I would cry if Az stepped on my foot. The funny thing is, if he stepped on your foot and you kept walking, he would take your shoe right off. He's done it to me a gazillion times.
Yeah, that happens to me too sometimes.
I'm like, Az.
Right?
Be so close to me. Or if you stand there and he sits down next to you, he will sit right on your foot. Every time. I don't think it's an accident anymore.
No, not the sitting. No, definitely not. The stepping might be, but the sitting, no, that's on purpose.
Nate, shh, there's a Yeti in your beard.
A Yeti in my beard.
I guess so.
Like one of the coolers? That's cool. Is there any beer left in it?
They didn't say Blue Yeti. They just said a Yeti.
I said coolers.
Oh, like the Yeti cooler?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be funny to fit in there.
Would be.
Have you ever mixed a coffee with your Long Island iced tea? No. I wonder what putting a shot of espresso on the top of that thing would do.
That could be interesting.
It might be interesting.
Tell
We
me
can't grow anything out here that's not legal.
That's right.
And it's not legal here.
Nope. I've been using this dull
he's
blade
pretty
on
sweet.
this
Whoa.
utility
He's gonna
blade
give up on me now, though.
the whole time, and then it turns out I could just flip it around and find a sharp one. I never even bother to try to flip them anymore because I'm always guaranteed
say hi
for
to
it to be
everybody?
dull.
Can you say hi to everybody?
It's funny.
Say hi to everybody. Say hi,
Can't believe it.
everybody. Hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
Spiders or something.
Oh, I can't hold you up like this and talk to the chat and hold you up like this and talk to the chat. I can't do all those things. You're getting heavy. How much food you been eating? How many mice you been getting? Chipmunks.
Something. Must be getting
What you been
something.
getting? You're heavy boy. He is so super chill. This is the cat that curls up in my mint.
Yep. Bozo.
This person says, I work at a UPS store, and that short about the delivery truck gives context for the area surcharge. LOL.
Right?
Totally. Yeah.
Whatever their surcharge is, like, it can't be enough for them to make any money because
No.
like, it's insane up here.
Zoe's fangirling over you, Dagger.
When I first moved up here, they did not use a full-size truck like that. They used a pickup truck.
Okay, you are so heavy. Yes, the minty fresh cat, Jen. Yep, that's right. Have you ever melted marshmallow and made Rice Krispie treats? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. That sounds good, actually.
Yeah, I love Rice Krispie treats.
You do?
I do.
He doesn't tell me these things. See, I find out these things through conversation with you guys. Now I'm going to have to make Rice Krispie treats. Yes. I like to use Fruity Pebbles, too. Sometimes that's yummy.
Listen, face, stop itching. I'm trying to do electrical work. Yes, I did yell at my face. Get in there.
Nate, use electrical grease on those connections to keep them from corroding.
I typically do. I may take these apart and do that. I don't have any handy at the moment.
I filled out a contact form on your website. Thank you for the laughs and consideration. You're awesome. For sure. I'll check and see if it's there, Truna. Nate, what's your opinion on the Fold 5?
I love the Fold 5, and I bet the Fold 6 is awesome too. I've had it for a year, I guess.
Where I'm from,
no
getting
issues.
minty means something else. LOL. So you can just have a blast with everybody talking about the minty cat, huh?
There we go, guys. I gotta go to the battery bank.
I got you 3 more customers today. I shared the offer off-grid beard oil, and they were hooked.
All right.
They're now supporting you. Very cool, Kevin. Thanks. You. That's very cool.
That is awesome.
I haven't gotten homesick. No. I wish it was easier to get there. So I could go back and visit a little easier, but I'm not homesick. I'm fine. They're probably not going to want to come back after that one Axel left the chat. Oh, it was coffee oil. Okay, the coffee oil. I couldn't tell if it was the off-grid evening or the
coffee one's really good.
Yeah. Hey, no. He's like, stop pulling at my tail. He just smacked my hand with his claw.
Hey, smack your hand. So we're gonna have to go up there. Battery.
With solar power, what do you mean when you say you have extra energy? So when the battery bank is full and the sun is still shining, there's all this energy that's being created that isn't going anywhere. It's extra.
Charge controller will not let it go to the batteries because it will hurt the batteries, so it just stops it.
So it's just extra energy. And that's when Nate's like, hey, it's sunny. Let's turn on things. And we use the freeze dryer and we turn on the ice machine and we wash clothes or do things that use electricity, run the pool pump. And then I have timers set so that on my phone, so that as the sun, when the sun hits a certain area, I start shutting all that stuff off because then we need to use whatever is in the power bank because it won't be getting anything extra. Which is why a lot of times, like, I don't know if you're over on the Twitch live, you guys can probably hear me in the kitchen around 4 o'clock most days. And that's because I want to use the extra energy coming in to cook with, because that's where a lot of the power goes, is to cooking. So if I can use the extra energy, then I don't have to worry about what's happening throughout the evening. Whereas Charlo, we want more videos with Charlo. Yeah, I don't do much content. What time is it where we're at? It's 10 after 12, or 12 after 10 right now. Been off grid over 10 years. I love your channel. Very cool. Very cool.
That's awesome.
Glad you're here. Says, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. It's Bob Marley's shirt. Every little thing is going to be all right. Singing, don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is going to be all right. Rise up this morning, smiled at the rising sun. 2 little birds sit on my doorstep, singing sweet songs.
All right.
Of
I just had to know
melodies
whether I removed
pure
the jumper or
and
not.
true.
That's what I do.
Saying, this is my message to you. Huh. Dagger do, dagger do. The ducks keep the bugs away for us for the most part.
Yep, they do.
Nate and Jen in 2 different worlds. Totally. We usually are. Oh, did you sing it with me? Very cool. Very cool. Nate, men don't read instructions. What up with that?
All right. I just wanted
Ooh,
to
Rice
verify that I was right. That's all.
Rice Krispies with chocolate chips. Yum.
We don't read instructions, but sometimes we'll like look for one specific little thing in the instructions to see something.
Jen, you need to get in on this. Will survives a Nate Petrosky song. No, this is a Will and Nate thing. Jen, you got talent. I don't know if I would call it talent. I would say it's just a song that I really know, and it's not a hard song. How old is Jen? Way too old. Oh, you guys are too kind. What a voice. That's funny.
Here we go, guys. Weatherproof box.
What breed are the white ducks? They're all Muscovies.
Solar stuff.
They're all Muscovies. The Drake that Nate had out here last year, and one of the ones we have now, is solid white, and they just for some reason produced a lot of white ducklings.
They did.
Okay, Rice Krispie treats with butterscotch chips and cashews. Now you are totally speaking my language, Tracy. When somebody said Rice Krispie treats with chocolate chips, my mind immediately went to, ooh, butterscotch chips. And now you added cashews. Huh.
That would be pretty good.
Good night, Jennifer. Thanks for hanging out. Jen, what are the white ducks? He told me they're Muscovies. Muscovies.
Hot out here, guys.
I've heard people call them Muscovies a lot recently for some reason.
I probably just read it and never heard it pronounced.
It could be.
Could totally be.
How good is Az with Will's dogs?
Really, really.
Extremely.
Yep, he's really good with them.
Ooh, smoked almonds. What's the dog's name? The one behind us? That's Az. It's supposed to get up to like 97 this week. We're supposed to have another week of like hot
Tomorrow's
weather.
supposed to be 96. It's gonna be hot.
You guys have the heat now? Yeah, I believe it. That's crazy. We're cutting in and out. Yes, Az does put Will's dog's whole head in his mouth. Quite often. You can't pet the top of Osso's head because it's always covered in slobber.
For
99
sure.
here on Wednesday. Oh, man. That's Mama Wannabe.
Wow.
She's 99.
It's not far from us.
That's
We might see
crazy.
that too.
Make some pistachio pudding. I love pistachio pudding. I love pistachio ice cream. Why aren't we eating ice cream?
I don't know.
We should be munching some ice cream.
We could be. We could be.
Mm-hmm. Nope, we don't bring Az in. He has to know how to self-regulate, and that's exactly what he does. He has holes in certain places, and he just beds down in them.
I'll have to bring him in sometime before it gets rainy and muddy again, just for a video. I mean, he'd be dusty, but at least he wouldn't be like...
The only way I would beat Nate in a push-up competition is if I was sitting on his back.
But then I get to sit on your back, too, when you do it.
I wouldn't do it. I would just be sitting on your back.
Well, that's not fair.
You kind of look like brothers. Do you think?
Fun.
Ever had popcorn cake? I don't believe so. Is it like caramel popcorn shaped like a cake? Because that would be yummy. Tiger turned out to be a beautiful boy. He did, and he's so sweet. He is so sweet.
It's super
Huh,
awesome.
Dagger-doo. Daggerty, daggerty-doo.
It's like, call me Dagger-doo one more time and wonder why I don't come to you.
He likes it.
He's a man, and he would like to be referred to.
He has not
Sir
complained
Dagger.
to me once. I sing to him out on the deck, just like I just did, and he comes right up to me. And then he curls up in my mint.
Well, he doesn't want to be called a doo-doo head. Chinchilla's born, you're interested.
Oh!
Cool.
That's a really, really hard no. I've wanted a chinchilla for years and years and years and years and years. I still don't know if I'm ready. Will you grow mulberry trees on the homestead?
I have one
There
that I
is
know
one
of.
somewhere.
We should go find it one of these days.
Is Will learning any dog training stuff? He's doing better with his dogs. They're doing much better.
Black truck fixed yet? No, but it's hanging out at the shop, and I'm supposed to go tomorrow morning sometime, and I need to write a note about that. Tomorrow morning is a very busy time.
Oh, Minion's in the house, guys. He's just chilling today.
Taking it easy.
He's around. He's just in the house.
Yep.
Popcorn with peanuts and I think that says M&Ms, just like Rice Krispie treats. Oh, okay.
Cool. Happy Sunday. It is a happy Sunday. Hardman prefers his AC. That's right. He likes when it's AC down to like 74. Like if it's like just 70, he's like shivering and acting like he's cold. He's actually fine with like 80 though too.
Yes, griefer. Yes. Let me know down the line. I'm not ready yet, but at some point I totally would love to have a chinchilla. We do have AC in the house. We have a mini split.
Yep, we do. I thought I was about done using it this year, and I thought August was going to be more like September weather, and then this week came. That's not what happened.
It's not easy to, well, so I've never had a problem growing my own food in the past, but out here it has been a challenge for multiple reasons. And that's okay. It was just my first year. I have more ideas for next year, and this was also the driest year they've seen in what, 45 years, did they say?
Well, the guy's only been here 45 years, and it's the driest
And
year
in
in at
45,
least 45
yeah.
years, if not much longer.
Yeah. It's just crazy dry.
There's like a FEMA truck in town every time we go to like help everybody deal with like the drought stuff. It's been an insane drought.
And a lot of people around here don't have city water. Like,
No,
there's just not access.
nobody out here does.
So
Not
they
anywhere.
have to haul their water. So yeah, there's totally emergency.
There's no city water for miles around. Yep. I think everybody can still get water in town though. It's not like they dried up in town or anything. I wonder how low that reservoir is though. I don't know. I think we're a good spot around your location. Time to retire and be away from it all. LOL. I hear you. This is very much a retirement type of area. Not like way up in the hills where I'm at, but especially just a little bit closer to town. Yeah. Craziest thing I've mixed with an espresso. I don't know if I've mixed anything crazy with espresso. I don't think I have. Like your animals and you treat them very well. Well, thanks. I find if you treat animals really well, they treat you really well. Since I like to be treated well, it only makes sense. Treat them well. Daughter's pond is so low, I've never seen it that low. I should go video the pond just specifically. Because we're in stage 4 drought or something somebody told me today out of a possible stage 5. I should video the pond, because if I'm ever going to say, look guys, the pond holds water, it's probably down 8 inches or something, but it's been a couple weeks since I've been down there. It could be more. The pond doesn't hold water, that's right. Nate, can you buy the tough Cybertruck? What's the tough Cybertruck? I know what the Cybertruck is. When the Cybertruck was coming out, I totally made a video and did a deposit on a Cybertruck. But I literally did a deposit on the Cybertruck so I could make a video about doing it. And then the next day I canceled it and made a video about why I canceled it. So I got 2 videos for a $100 refundable deposit. I was just messing with them. Hey, the Cybertrucks suck. I don't know anything about if they suck or not. I just know I don't have the power to run everything I run on the Homestead in addition to a Cybertruck. So, ever get that UPS truck fixed? They brought a wrecker up here and got it off the mountain. They got it down to a lower spot where they could transfer stuff to a new one, and then he could continue his route. With constant problems, they get damaged in rain. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. You expand into solar one day? I will. I definitely will. Use it as a battery. I could use it as a battery. Except for the problem is I'd want to go somewhere. So then I'd drive and then I wouldn't have extra power. And then there's nowhere, anywhere remotely nearby for me to plug it in and charge before I would come back. I'd have to drive all the way down to the Capitol, I think. No, that's not totally true. I don't know if it's open to the public. There is a charging station. Well, it's still an hour from here, though. So an hour instead of an hour and a half. You seen a Tesla Cybertruck? I've seen one drive by me. If I ever see one in person, I'm gonna stop and like if it's a spot I can stop and check it out, I'll totally do that. And then I'll make a video, and you guys will be like, "Nate, we've already seen a gazillion videos in Cybertrucks. We don't care." But I'm gonna do the video anyway. Where did Jen go? I think she fell in some hole over there. I don't know what happened. I keep hearing these faint calls for help, and I'm like, "Hold on, I'm busy. I'm doing live." Now she's over on the other side of the camera glaring at me. Your truck is fantastic and beats a Tesla in a Homestead scenario by far. It does, and it's really because I don't drive often. So like, it's not good on gas, but since I hardly ever drive it, it doesn't matter if it's good on gas or not. Went for a ride in one about 2 weeks ago. It was pretty cool. I'd love to go for a ride in one. That'd be fun. That would be great fun. Jen getting ice cream. That is what Jen's doing. What other drinks do you like aside from Long Island iced tea and margaritas? I like, I forget what I like. French martinis. And some sort of orange drink that Jen makes sometimes. Has orange juice. I think it's just orange juice and vodka.
Rum.
And rum. Alright. Make you free power from your pond. I can too eventually. I wanna set up a solar pump that pumps water all the way up here to a different pond, and then it flows down through a turbine at night and pumps up during the day. That would be so cool. I think the T-Rex suits you better. I think so. Will's getting along well down there. You two make a great team. I think we do. He's doing awesome. He's doing really good. He said he came here and wanted to learn, and he does want to learn, and he is learning, and it's really cool. It's really cool to see him. Like, he's doing really good for as little time as it took him.
We got it.
Oh, I've been watching it. He's doing really good for as little time as it took him to... Like, he's got two things going. I don't think he's ever been in a scenario where he's building his homestead, making content,
and working
on another homestead project that he doesn't like really know much about. Like, so he's stretched fairly thin compared to what he normally is, I think. So he's got a little more pressure than normal, and it's kind of cool. He's doing fine. Like, he's just got a lot going on.
Banana split. Yum. I would have brought Nate a spoon, but he left me stuck in a hole, so I figured he could get his own.
Yep. No ice cream for me, guys. Oh, I guess I do get some ice cream.
He says to me, I went to get ice cream the other day, he says, I don't really like vanilla. Like...
That's not what I said. I said it has to be a good vanilla.
If it's a good vanilla. Well, how do I know what a good vanilla is? And he told me his favorite was chocolate, so I got him some chocolate fudge surprise something. And then he tasted the ice creams and he decided he liked this one best.
But this one doesn't have any vanilla.
But it's not really vanilla. It's like lightly banana flavored.
It's banana, and it's good.
I will make my own ice cream with cow milk. Yep, I sure will. I've made ice cream out here before, a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Super chat.
Love me and as. Thanks. Tesla Cybers Boom. How do you keep the iPhone battery charged on Twitch? I have a little Makita 18-volt battery that goes to a USB adapter, and from there I plug in a USB charger. Typically goes somewhere around 18 hours before I have to swap it.
I would totally make cheese, Jazzy. Yep. Probably YouTube issues. Good night. Good night, Heather.
Thanks for being here. Top 3 ice cream flavors.
Pistachio.
Chocolate, pistachio, and now banana. Because apparently banana is an ice cream flavor.
We don't have a bat house, but I would love to put a couple bat houses up. We have bats.
Mm-hmm. Got a lot of bats. Have wind chimes? Absolutely not. They're banned from the homestead.
That would disrupt the peace out here.
Came out here for peace. If I wanted clanging, I'd hire somebody to run around and bang pots together all day long. Wind chimes are one of the stupidest inventions ever come up with by humans.
Snickers ice cream is good. I like the flavors that Breyers has. I like their waffle cone one. That's really good. But Ben & Jerry's to me is a whole different level of ice cream. Like when we're talking ice cream flavors, I wouldn't give you a Ben & Jerry's. I would say you would have to actually ask me like, what's your favorite Ben & Jerry's flavor? Because like they're just a whole nother level of ice cream. And then I would have to tell you the Chubby Hubby is amazing.
Sheep's milk ice cream is my favorite. Okay, now I want to try sheep's milk ice cream sometime. I bet that's awesome.
Cherry Garcia. I don't know if I've tried that one. I love the Chubby Hubby though, with the chocolate peanut butter filled pretzels. Yum.
Bat houses help with bugs, especially at night when the ducks are put up. See, I don't know if the bat population, like we have a seriously high bat population.
Yeah, I like wind chimes, she says.
I don't know if the bat population would increase with houses. They'd just build their home in a different spot, maybe. Like wind chimes. Well, you can like wind chimes. I bought 100 acres specifically so that nobody could put up wind chimes anywhere near me. It's the main reason I got 100 acres. I know it was expensive, but it was worth the investment.
Vanilla, yum, that sounds good. I like vanilla. I like vanilla altogether as a flavor, so I'm okay with vanilla with whatever's in it or nothing in it.
Half baked. Worth it,
Yum,
boss. It is worth it. And yeah, I saw your comment about hiring you to bang pots around. If I ever need any sounds similar to wind chimes, I will hire you to run around, bang pots and pans around.
And the Chunky Monkey's good too. I should get that sometime for Nate to try. Except for if he knew what I did for a little thing of Ben & Jerry's ice cream compared to this, he would probably lose his hat.
3 things that made you happy this week. No wind chimes there, no wind chimes there, and no wind chimes there. Sorry, I'm suddenly on a wind chime kick, and somebody revived old trauma from, I don't know what, me being too close to wind chimes, I guess.
Apparently somebody had wind chimes out here and it ruined your peace.
No, not here, but I remember being in town like 5 years ago and there were wind chimes, and it made me mad. I worked at some customer's house and they had wind chimes when I was a contractor. Horrible.
All the neighbors have wind chimes, guys. It's all right.
I do?
Yeah. What do you think that turtle thing was that was casting a shell on Steve's shirt the other night?
Well, I guess we've had like no
They have
wind
them hanging
recently
at their house
that
too.
I haven't heard them. I don't know
I don't know if we can hear them over here. I just know
no, not over here. But I didn't. If they were ringing when I was over there,
oh no, they weren't ringing.
I definitely would have noticed.
It was totally still. We haven't had any wind.
It's been still. I guess wind chimes are okay when the wind's not blowing. Gonna buy 2 more wind chimes out of pure spite. You can buy
Ooh,
them
cake
anywhere
batter
you want.
ice cream. Yes, absolutely yum.
That's why the earth is a big place, because some people like wind chimes and some people like peace. Making wind chimes sound like some sort of horrible, violent thing.
Can I tell you something? Just because there are no wind chimes out here does not make it peaceful.
Huh? That's peaceful. There's no wind chimes. It all makes sense.
That doesn't make it peaceful.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Well, if there was wind chimes, it wouldn't be peaceful.
It would just be less peaceful.
It definitely would be. Like I would put my head in a... I don't know if you can fit your head in a siren thing, but I'd put my head in a siren thing to drown out the wind chimes. Like in a police siren. I'll be like, ah. I have issues with wind chimes. Wind chimes going to be in the chat every week now? Probably.
My grandma used to say that the wind chimes are the devil. That could be.
You able to see fireworks in the sky on July 4th from neighbors? No, I don't think this year I was able to. Also, I don't think the neighbors did fireworks this year.
It was too dry for anything.
It was pretty dry. Nate has to be the only man to get in the New York Times, to say something positive about an AR-15. That's probably true. I didn't think about that before.
Will cannot hear us from here. He's a good 15-minute ATV drive and 40-minute car drive from here.
Yeah.
He can't hear us.
Can't hear nothing from here. Nope.
It's a noisy bug.
Yeah, I think it's like underneath some board or something.
Ooh, I got chocolate.
Chocolate?
Mm-hmm. Need a banjo.
No.
Someone give Amanda the boot. Amanda, are you not being nice?
Uh-oh.
You don't go by Mandy, do you?
Get him,
what hole did I fall into?
Get him. Get him.
I didn't fall in a hole.
Get him.
I did find it amusing that my boyfriend was on here telling you guys I fell in a hole and was calling for help, and he's admitting to you guys that he was just gonna sit here and keep talking to you and let me be in that hole and call for help. I thought that was kind of interesting though.
I don't think anybody in the chat said to get off live and go get her. I think they knew I was full of crap.
Mandy, lol.
Get him.
I was too focused on hitting wind chimes to help me, right?
I was.
Except for I was in the whole 20 minutes before the wind chimes happened, but... Somebody take this ice cream out of my hand.
Tell him to go get you, Jen. Hey, it's cold.
That was yummy, though.
Mm-hmm.
I just want another pineapple. I just kept trying to find another piece of pineapple.
All right. Somebody was saying something about bamboo wind chimes. That might be okay.
What year did Jen fall tonight? What year? What? Huh?
Hmm. You should take this ice cream away from me because you don't like my ice cream. And if I eat it all, then you'll be like, where's my ice cream?
Oh, it's not that I don't like chocolate. It's not it's probably my least favorite.
Oh, because it's still ice cream.
But it's not like I can't eat it. Remember I brought that chocolate stuff back from Quick Trip that had the peanut butter cups and stuff in it? Yeah. That was pretty good.
Are you not being swarmed by flying insects? Cause ducks and bats, and I mean there's a whole ecosystem, but just very few bugs out here.
The ducks eat the mosquito larvae and the mosquitoes.
Mm-hmm.
And the flies and the ticks and all the
And
things.
there's no pesticides really around at all, so like all the bugs
Ooh,
that
now I'm
eat
chilly.
mosquitoes all exist. Whereas most places in the quote country where you have like conventional farms, all their stuff they spray on their crops kills off all bugs except for mosquitoes and flies, and they just grow in abundance and put all of nature out of whack. I'm not like anti-farms, but like you have to understand, like when you spray all these things onto crops and into the air, it does affect the ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a difference. Beer reviews, been a minute.
Okay, Dixie, but it doesn't need this. It doesn't matter. Like, it's a good way to get yourself removed too.
Uh-oh. Just like wind chimes, but I keep being gifted them and it sucks. Get him! Get him, Az! There's coyotes screaming and hollering. So Az is explaining to them. Got any new toys, Nate? No, not really. That's the cool thing about being so busy is any money you do have, you don't even have time to spend, but you don't get any cool toys, but then like, you don't randomly go broke either. Yeah, he's telling them. He's telling them. Beer reviews more towards winter when Nate isn't so busy. That's true. Definitely true. What if a pack of coyotes tried to challenge Az? Do you think he could handle them? I think he'd handle like up to 8 without like a real issue. I know it sounds insane, but coyotes around here are at max 40 pounds. He's 175 pounds. By the time they're even wondering how they can get through his fur, he's already like snapped 3 of their necks. Like,
What old are you?
Huge. How old are you? I don't know. I don't know what old I am. I'm 39.
The bugs that are here are way up by the ceiling, up by the lights, and there's not very many, but it's because we have ducks.
Nate, did you ever get into fights in your younger years? No, not usually. I'm a live today, fight tomorrow kind of guy. But I'm more than willing to fight tomorrow. I just wait for me to have the upper hand first.
What meal am I making? Looking forward to making? I'm going to make chimichangas on Wednesday when Will comes over.
Do you have as a stomach attack to avoid GDV at all? No, I haven't. It'd be okay.
First time you could watch live. Awesome.
That's awesome. Plus devices. You really think that Az is that aggressive? Seems like a sweet dog. Oh, he is a sweet dog to me, but yeah,
You didn't see the skunk he tore apart.
I have absolutely no doubts in my mind that for any reason he thought he had to be aggressive, he would. I have zero
He's
doubts.
showed aggression before.
Absolutely, he has.
You can tell when he's annoyed with something.
Mm-hmm. Tony's annoyed with something or doesn't like somebody, it's very obvious. He's got a... I tell everybody, like, this is his homestead. It's like, yeah, I'm his owner and I dictate what goes, but like at the end of the day, like, he doesn't
like you, I can't have you.
He was absolutely bred to be independent and be in charge and handle things, and so that's what happens. He's bred, he's independent, and he makes judgment calls and he does stuff. It's in his DNA. Most people that think they know dogs, like, probably do know dogs, but have zero idea of how different a livestock guardian dog is.
Bee things. It's on the ground trying to save itself.
I saw another one over there with one wing down by the stump.
Attacking them,
Something is like ripping them apart.
Yeah, because that one's like flopping around on the ground.
I don't know what their deal is.
They're huge. Huge bodies.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks. Dogs with jobs. Definitely.
Get it, Az. Get him.
Az is a 100% good boy. Yeah, he is.
Did you get him?
Did you tear up the coyotes?
You can hear him. Look at him tip his head.
Oh, he's tilting his head. He hears them. Get him. Get him. I tell him to get him, and he gets up and gets them. What is your busiest day on the homestead? Sundays are always my busiest days. There's more work to do on Sunday on this homestead the way I have it set up than any other day of the week. Sundays are busy. How many years will Az work before he retires, Nate? Well, it depends. I mean, he's pretty much working now. I'd say he's started working, if you will, at age 1, and he's going to, yeah, by the time he's 10 years old, he's probably going to be passed on, honestly. So he's probably got, as long as he still breathes, he'll still alert and do stuff, but he's probably got 7 or 8 years of good working agility. Like the last year will be kind of whatever, and like his first year he's a puppy, his second year he's kind of maturing. So I mean it'll fade in and out, but they don't live super long. 10 years is their expected lifespan pretty much, and that's, from what I understand from everybody I've talked to, that's pretty much where it's at. The next build, a garage should be coming up at the same time stuff's happening over on that other homestead. At the same time I built a closet and some kind of goofy designed heating arrangement in the storage building. You guys will see. I'm gonna do something. Yeah, garage is next. You do a prefab garage or a custom one? It'll be a custom one, and I'm not going to be building it. I'm sure I'm going to help, but I've got a contractor lined up to build it. And hopefully he comes through. If not, I'm working on a backup plan actively, because I still want a garage. There's the dog. Az is out there somewhere. He's getting a hot dog. You buy the Chevy Camaro? Probably, but I don't know if I can drive it on any roads or my driveway. Probably certain times of year I can.
Aslan.
For cars or storage? Both. Be for both. I'm at least gonna keep my truck in there. Like, it doesn't make sense to have a truck that costs that much money to keep in the weather.
Some more? Some more?
What advice would you give to your 29-year-old self?
You seriously spit that out.
What kind of dog doesn't eat a piece of hot dog?
Well, that one is eating.
That's funny. He'll probably go back and pick that one up.
I would think so.
Right now he knows that one's his.
It rolled around in his mouth and then he spit it out.
He knows that one's his, and right now this one he's not sure. So you better get all the ones from you first.
Okay, that's all I got.
And then he'll probably prioritize. Unless he literally, like...
That was weird. Yeah, he rolled it around his mouth and spit it out and then came for more. Yep, here he goes.
He's got another piece right there. He spit out.
Oh.
He's going to eat it, though. Then he's going to eat the other one.
Yeah, he's like, oh, maybe that was
I think
good.
he prioritized getting it from you first, and then he
might
prioritized eating it.
That was funny. That was funny. There. Az had his taxes.
Why do you go for ATVs over UTVs, SXSs? Because, first of all, I was a motorcycle guy, so like preference big time. And like, there's many times when I'm riding and I don't know what's down over the side that I want to like see, so I'll just stand up and look, or I'll stand up and look and see the road ahead of me. All that stuff. And you can't stand up in a side by side. You hit your head and lay back down and then crash. You can't lean. You can't. Yeah,
It's like driving a little go-kart.
it is. It's like driving a
big
go-kart.
go-kart.
I'd feel so unsafe in one of those. Can't jump off of them if things are going crazy. Oh, there we go. There's that question again. What advice would you give your 29-year-old self? I was starting to answer that, and then, yeah. Advice I would give my 29-year-old self, immediately divorce the person I was married to. That would be the advice I'd give my 29-year-old self.
Or just don't get married.
Well, I wasn't married.
Oh,
I
I guess
I was
at
already
29
married.
you were already married, yeah.
I had already been married for 8 years.
Tell us about the new people helping on the other homestead.
The new people helping on the other homestead.
Will
what do
and
you mean?
Jesse. They've been here for a while.
Holy loud dog.
He is a beast. Thanks, Casey. Appreciate you.
I'm sure he sounds loud through the phone, guys, but he is whole nother level of loud, like, in person.
Alright, here's a question for you.
What?
What is the quantum entanglement ratio of your chicken's egg laying patterns, and how does it affect the space-time curvature in your vegetable garden?
I would totally answer that question,
If we had chickens.
accounting for all variables, if I had chickens. I don't have chickens.
That was awesome, though.
You ever open your homestead to the public for selling stuff? I do not know what you mean by that. Open my
You mean
homestead
like
to
us to set up a flea market?
That might be what they mean. Yeah, no, there's pretty much zero circumstances that I open the homestead up to the public.
Thanks, Melanie.
It was me sneaking up, but it has scared me. Yeah, no doubt. He doesn't have chickens.
With uncut ears, if his ears weren't cropped, they would just flop over. And then they're just floppy, which is why they crop them.
Anyone shows up at the property, they're in trouble, meeting as in the dark, or he doesn't know you as a recipe for disaster. I can assure you that is correct. I've snuck up on Az in the dark, or even just in the daytime when he wasn't sure it was me. And yeah, he's very vicious sounding and looks very intimidating. Did it hurt Az to get his ears cut off? I doubt it. They do it when they're super young. Az is similar to a Kangal dog, both Turkish. They are very similar dogs. Work with the public. I don't want them at my house either.
I think they were asking about Misty. Oh, they must have a video out.
They might. It's possible, because yeah, I didn't. Did I? I don't even remember. I don't even know what videos I've made versus what videos I've put out. I have no idea. That's goofy.
Nate is not a smoker of any sort.
No.
No, his tail's not docked. His tail is long and curly.
His tail is like probably 2 feet long. It's huge.
He's got a long tail. Yeah, you guys don't want to have a garage sale out here, believe me. As many people as we could set up out here to sell stuff, you wouldn't sell anything unless
Nobody
the
would
neighbors
come
unless
by.
the neighbors were interested. Like, people just are not going to come up here, especially for a garage sale. They just
Will talked about Misty in his video. Okay, I haven't seen Will's video yet.
Oh yeah, I haven't either.
So yeah, Misty and Axel. I have a short with them partially in it, but they're helping out with the work on the house over there. Well, tomorrow's drink of the day, V. It'll be a margarita. Misty feeding Will. No. Jesse makes the food over there.
Misty has a significant other.
Yep. I know getting up to Nate is a nightmare, you guys. Yeah, very few people have come up here. I did get DoorDash to come up here a couple times, but the one time DoorDash came, the guy was like, "Here's your food. Thanks for meeting us at the end of the driveway so we didn't have to go up there, and we will never be back." It's like, we'll never come back up here again.
And then people just get lost coming up here. And
They
I brought some friends up who brought the ducklings. They're also creators on TikTok. And we got to the end of the driveway, and I got out just to talk to them before we come up here, just kind of explain to them about Az. And one of them looked at me and was like, "That was absolutely terrifying." And I said, "What was?" And he was like, "That road coming up here." I was like, "Oh my God." He's like, "There's no guardrails, no nothing." I'm like, yeah.
And that's really,
it was terrifying.
It's really
said.
not that bad of a road, in my opinion, but what do I know? All right, 2 super chats back to back. What are the chances of that? That's wild. Do you hunt and fish? And if so, what do you plan to harvest this year? I don't. Well,
we
I
haven't
hunt deer.
fished yet.
I have yet to ever go fishing.
But we have a pond full of bluegill, so
Yeah.
we'll get that experience next year.
I don't know anything about fishing, but I know stuff about building ponds and putting fish in them. And the other person, Safe Wizard, have a good night, brother. Thanks. Appreciate it.
It's about 8 miles to the closest service station, but it's going to take about 20 to 30 minutes to get there, depending on road conditions and whether trees have fallen. Sometimes you get 15 minutes from here and a tree is down. And then that's whether or not you have a chainsaw with you, or if somebody's already cleaning it up. If you have to go home and get something to do it.
Yep. Certain times of year, I pretty much have a chainsaw with me most of the time.
Misty and Axel are local around here. They also do their own homesteading off-grid kind of thing, and wanted to hang out and help on the new homestead for a little bit. So they came over today and busted butt. That girl, like, she's a beast. She changed the whole look of the outside of that place.
She did. She put a lot of stuff in
just
garbage
didn't
cans
stop.
and
Yeah.
made it happen.
Yeah.
Does Jen miss living on the grid at all? I'm sure she misses certain aspects of living on the grid, particularly electricity whenever you want. That's pretty sweet.
I really don't think about it much, though. It's like...
Well, it's been summer for a while, though. Wait till winter comes back again.
So yesterday, for the first time, apparently ever in the history of Narrowway, there was a power surge while I was cooking, and the stove and stuff went off. And
all the power on the entire homestead cut off.
Typically, if something like that happens, I know where the breaker box is. I go to the breaker, I flip the breaker, and I go back in, and I just resume what I'm doing. Well, that's not how that works here.
It actually tripped it and auto reset everything. I never did the thing.
It auto reset on its own?
I never pressed the button. I never did anything. All I did was try to investigate why anything was happening. And then I just realized we were just running so much stuff at one time. It took it a while. It took like 2 minutes for
Okay, because I was going to say, I tried to turn stuff back on and it wouldn't come back on.
Yeah, no, it's a...
Okay.
That box that converts the power is like this big and it's full of all kinds of miscellaneous stuff.
So anyway, just things like that.
Whirring and doing all kinds of stuff.
And then instead of hollering at Nate from the kitchen to the living room, "Hey, I have a power issue," he's all the way in an entirely different building.
Yeah. And she texted me, but it killed every form of internet on the property too. So of course I got
it did that too?
Everything. Anything that uses
I wondered why you
left.
I wondered why you were like, I wouldn't have got the message. I'm like, it was a fucking text message.
Oh,
okay, because the internet went. Okay.
I was trying to communicate with somebody and I could no longer communicate because there was nothing on my phone.
Happened?
And I was like, what? And then I noticed the air conditioner was off.
I was just getting ready to head that way when you stepped outside and were like, "Did you lose power?" And I was like, "Yep."
I was just I thought maybe just a breaker flipped, but we didn't overload any single breaker. We overloaded the whole inverter, so it killed Every
That is
breaker.
insane.
It's like the main went off, basically. Everything died.
It was like I was cooking and I had a couple things going, and I don't know if one of the refrigerator and freezer kicked on at the same time or what happened, but yeah, something overloaded it.
No.
But I really don't think about it.
It's the only time it's ever happened. Like, I'm honestly surprised it doesn't happen more often.
And the worst time is in the winter when there's not a lot of power, and say I need to do laundry, like I really need to do laundry. And then I have to talk to Nate and decide whether we're bringing in a jackery or if we're running a generator or if we're just okay. Sometimes I can run the washer as long as I don't run the dryer, and then
most of the time we can run the
out.
washer. Most of the time.
So, but yeah, just little things like that. But aside from that, it, like, I don't really miss being on the grid. I guess I don't. It really doesn't seem that different to me.
She definitely doesn't miss a power bill, I'm sure.
Oh no.
There's no power bill. I mean, there is. Like, I have to come out here and service stuff regularly and crawl in some hole and, like, lean over stuff, but tinker with stuff, but there's no power bill. There's just extra labor involved.
We do have Starlink internet, and honestly, it's not all that great out here.
It's okay. Do you have any plans on coming up with a fix for that issue with power? We were running, I mean, she was running 2 cooking appliances at one time on top of like 3 different fridge freezers, on top of an air conditioner, on top of possibly the water pump coming on at the same time. Like, it's a lot. That's a lot to ask out of my solar. That's a ton. So no, I'm not really gonna fix, like, there is no fix for that other than, hey, you don't have your internet equipment on UPS. I don't, like, considering that's my first power outage in 4 years, and my whole system is technically a UPS. Yeah.
My eyebrow has been pierced since the day his lip was pierced.
Yep.
We got our piercings together almost 2 years ago now.
That piercer really wasn't sure about piercing my lip and her eyebrow like in one quick poke, but we said, look, we're doing it together, so.
Yeah, I just stuck my eye right down by his lip, and they just went.
She just went boom. Yep. Build a nuclear reactor, problem solved, right?
Who we having problems with here?
Should be interested in having a Wikipedia page dedicated to you. Most definitely. It's one of the gazillion things I tried to, like, make happen that just fell by the wayside. How many watts can your solar run before it cuts out? It'll do 4,400 watts continuous or 8,000 watt surge.
You don't hear wind chimes. You hear crickets and frogs and bugs and everything that's out in the middle of the woods. That's what you hear.
You plan on getting more solar panels eventually? I have double the panels for my system that most people would put, but it's not the panels I'm short on. It's the fact that I would have to get a second inverter and way more batteries. 4,400 watts and 8,000 surge, not too bad. Yeah, the fact that I probably was, yeah, to trip something at 4,400 watts, that means I was over 4,400 watts for a little bit of time, probably at least 2 seconds. That's nuts. That's a lot of power to use. But we did, and it was, like, pretty fine most of the time.
Jesse is Will's friend.
Yep. It's a lot. My girl only takes 1,100 watts. It is, but yeah, again, like, with her, an air fryer and cooktop together probably pull 3,000 watts. That only leaves, like, it leaves less than 2,000 watts for everything else on the homestead. So, like, cooking with electric are 2 of the biggest Yeah, cooking with electric is one of the biggest draw devices, and she runs two things simultaneously sometimes. But we've done it a lot and always gotten away with it. Much to my surprise that we were able to do so. Like the first time she did it, I was like, okay, I don't know, and then like it was fine. And then she did it like 20 more times, and it was also fine. But yeah, eventually, and it'll happen again probably. But it's very unlikely if that happens if it's not a hot day because the fridges won't run that much. Like it just had to be a coincidence of many things trying to run.
Off the wall question. Do y'all happen to know why a chicken coop only has 2 doors? I don't know how many doors it would need. Ours only has 1 door.
That's right.
Both of our coops only have 1 door.
How many watt hours of batteries do you have? 22 kilowatt hours, but it's lead acid, so like 11 kilowatt hours of usable power, give or take. Which really isn't that much. Considering if I ran my adverter max at 4,400 watts in less than 3 hours, I would completely kill my system if we ran it at max. Like if we tried to like if she cooked for 3 hours overnight, everything would just be dead. 3 hours of cooking would like just kill everything.
Nate's been out here for almost 4.5 years. I've been out here for 8 months.
Under 20K for the system. I believe I'm under 10K. I was right around 10K with it.
I don't really hear any. I think most of that is cricket. There might be a couple katydids out there, but most of those are crickets, aren't they?
I don't hear a katydid. If I heard it, I would notice the pain in my ear and the bleeding.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no katydids too close. Sign a flashlight in the solar panels. Funny you would say that. I have a 100,000 lumen flashlight that I've shown on the panels. And it only brought in like 4 watts. It was really sad. But I did try it, and it did technically charge the batteries.
Who hogs all the blankets? Well, we don't usually have a blanket hogging problem, but...
No, we're on. That's all you have to say.
Nate,
that's all you have to say.
Nate likes to hog the entire king-size bed. Like, literally. If I wake up because I have to go to the bathroom, I debate to myself, is it worth getting up to go and then having to fight my way back into my spot? Because as soon as I'm gone, he is like, spread out.
Yep.
Charlotte's good.
Hey, look, I'm a king, and I will take up a king bed.
And he does. Well, he takes up 2/3 of it because the other third is covered with phones and chargers and flashlights and batteries and
sometimes clothes,
knives and clothes and
stuff, important stuff.
Snacks if he decided to snack.
Sometimes snacks. But I keep all the crumbs between me and Jen. So I'll take a crumb on my finger, just like this little tiny crumb, and then I'll go like this on her arm in the middle of the night. And then she's like, "Don't be crummy."
Do you walk all the way to the outhouse at night? Heck no, I walk around the corner and find a bush, Audrey. No, I don't walk to the outhouse unless I need the outhouse.
Developed that place pretty quickly. I would assume you're out there much longer. Cool to see the new content with Will as well. Yeah, I went crazy developing this place. Like, yeah, I spent a ton of time. Like, I literally eat, breathe, and sleep the homestead. Like, it's all I think about. It's all I do. Like, I don't think I take a 10-minute break throughout the entire day, typically.
My bed lit on fire charging my phone last week. I've heard so many crazy stories like that. That is super scary. Did we meet on Farmers Only? No.
No.
That's funny.
Have you ever used the metal detector on the property? Yes, and you would be amazed at the fact that even when I put it in test mode to pick up the minorest of things, how little it pings. It's like a waste of time. It's like I might as well just walk around with a stick. It does nothing. It's crazy.
I used to sleep in one position and not move throughout the night, but as I've gotten older, oh my gosh, I'm lucky if I can keep myself asleep. being outside on acreage is great. Absolutely.
Jen should braid Nate's beard. She has a couple times. I'm sure she'll do it again. Just watch Will's last video. Well, I haven't watched his yet. I will eventually, though.
I'd go right off the back porch. That's Nate's spot. I can't really go right off the back porch. It doesn't work for me.
You can. There's a
little hole
there's a
there.
hole.
I just need a seat. I don't know if I could squat like that.
Lean your back against the metal. It'd be balanced. And does Nate keep you up in the nights? He stays up working all night. I usually wake up after she's like falling asleep and then do stuff. But I don't like voiceover while she's sleeping. I just do regular editing.
It's when he grabs his mints. That's usually what I hear is the shake of the mints.
Let me see if he shows up.
I don't know if I have a favorite thing to cook and bake. I really like to make like sauces and gravies and stuff for some reason. I really like that.
Nate's living down all night.
I
That's
like
right, Tuckum. You would
all
know.
kinds of things.
I come out and interrupt you guys on the live sometimes. Everybody's sleeping, and I'm like, "What's up, guys?"
Are the rabbits breeding yet? They're sure pretending to.
What is a beige flag? I never heard of a beige flag before. But this person says, harmless odd habit you guys noticed about each other. I don't know. I don't know if I've noticed any odd habit that Jen has. What's that look all about? Jen has like 40 beige flags about me, probably. I think I'm just a weirdo.
Can we talk at a different time?
Oh boy.
Nate is like every other male that I know. It does not matter how close the garbage can is, where it is, to where you are standing.
That's not odd.
It doesn't
That's normal.
matter. You just put it right on the counter.
Oh. Yep. Probably.
I squish and throw away cans standing at the counter. I don't even have to move from where the garbage can is to the can, and it like just goes in.
Most of the time when I do that, it's because you're standing there when I try to throw it away.
That is not true.
It must be.
It is absolutely not true.
It must be. I don't know.
9 out of 10 times that I go to do dishes, I have to pull cans out of the sink or off the counter and throw them away first. Or they're on the headboard, or they're on the end of the table at the end of the bed, or they're crushed and on the floor. It's just the cans. It's just the cans.
Just the cans. That's probably true.
He doesn't pay my bills. Yes, out of the sink, and the garbage can is right underneath it.
Yep. Forgive him for living like a bachelor. Something like that.
Have I complained to you about it at all? Aside from giving you shit here or there?
No, you've not like legitimately ever like complained about it.
Yeah. I don't think I've complained about anything you've done.
I don't think so. Live like a bachelor for so long, you can't blame him, Jen. They're all defending me.
I thought about keeping the headboard. Yeah, and we were just talking about like a beige flag, and they all feel they have to defend you now. I thought about keeping that headboard as a vine trellis, but then there's like actually holding it outside and getting it over here and actually doing something with it.
I'll put it over here if you do something with it, but yeah, I don't know. You have to wanna.
Do we ever see UFOs out here? I don't know. Everything I see is unidentified.
Right. Sickest garbage can. I did live like a bachelor forever. I've been doing my own laundry for forever, and other than like the last.
He didn't live like a bachelor
months.
forever, guys. Like,
I did my own laundry even when I was in another relationship.
okay.
Yep. Toilet plunger, 5-gallon bucket, or the creek. Did my own. Yep. I wash my own clothes.
My garden is dead. It's been dead for a long time.
Remember when he was washing his clothes in the creek? Yeah, you remember. You've been around a long time. Struggling disciple. Yep. I've been doing it. Sometimes I just like laid it in the creek and put rocks on it and came back like a day later.
Dustin Hatcher says, I built the damn counter. You tell him, keep cans off of it.
That's right. That's right.
Not to be nosy, but what bills do you still have, Jen? I came from the city 8 months ago. I have just as many bills as most people do.
Well, you don't have the water bill, electric bill, rent bill, or any of that stuff.
Okay, so I don't have rent, I don't have water, I don't have electric, and I don't have trash. I still have a car, I still have insurance, I still have credit cards that I've had. Just bills.
Bills.
Life.
Yep. So they're dealing with Nate Bill. I don't really have much of a bill myself, except for the fact that like I has to make a certain amount of money every day to pay every employee type of thing. But
We do not have a well. Well, we have a well, but it doesn't do anything.
yeah, it just sits there. Tried the elderberry jelly. No, I don't think we have yet. I'm sure that seems
No, but I've
silly.
been meaning to use that apple pie filling for a few weeks now, and I keep forgetting to get the stuff I need to do it.
How much is the insurance on the TRX? It's like, I think it's like 180 a month. And when I had 3 other vehicles, it was like, all 3 of those together was like 70 a month. So it's a lot more. Which is goofy. Kind of Ethernet, did you recently put possibly a device overview? Yeah, I'm not done altering the whole internet system here, and I will thoroughly go over it. It's dirt cheap. It is dirt cheap. I also only have liability on like my other vehicles because they're all worth nothing. TRX I fully insured because, yeah, I don't know. I hit a deer and it cost me 10 grand. That would not be fun. It's totally possible on a truck like that. Can't tell if Nate is ginger or blonde. Might be that I'm colorblind. I don't even know. I think my beard is ginger and my hair is blonde.
Your hair is the same color as your beard. It gets a little sun bleached, but he's very close. He's very close to being a ginger.
I think it's between a brown and a blonde, and I think there's no ginger at all. Because I've seen ginger, and like it's like red, and this isn't like red, it's just brown with light blonde in it, and it looks, I don't know, I have no idea. It's just hair, guys.
I drive a Toyota Camry with way too many miles on it.
Gonna be gray sooner than later, Nate. That's right. By the time I figure out what color it is, it'll be gray.
Sooner or later.
Sooner or later. It's not gray yet. Okay, Jen's gonna come find one gray hair.
There was one that was sticking out yesterday, and it was like laying on top of all of them. It was just like laying right here. But yes, he has definitely got some silvers, and they're not, I wouldn't say they're gray. Like, they are straight up silver. He's got some straight up silvers.
She's been
in
looking
there.
for at least 90 seconds, guys.
He's probably pulled them all out.
I absolutely did not pull
silver.
out any.
Yes, he has silvers in his
I absolutely did not. When do I have time to sort through my beard to pull out
You
hair
absolutely
that's
know
silver?
you have silver in there, because how many times do I point them out?
You do point them out. I can't see them though because I get cross-eyed every time I try to look.
Well, they must not be there then.
Salt and
I
pepper.
don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure they're
Here I
there.
go making up shit again.
I'm sure they're in there. I just don't notice them, but I can't see them very well. To hook up an RG6 and RG11, 8 Petrosky, 1,000-foot spools, let me know. That's cool. I'll keep that in mind. I don't think I need anything yet, but I still have like 600 feet of Cat 6. Hunter fish at all ever? Hunt, yes. Fish, not so much. Not so much. Gonna turn 18, have more silver hairs than both my parents. It's okay, Nate. Yeah, I'm really not worried about it. It just is. It just is what it is. At least I have beard hair to turn colors. Favorite folk metal song? I don't know if I have a favorite song. It's tough. Suggestion: just before winter, put a tarp over the garden. It'll be easier till in the spring and weeds grow less. That makes sense. It's not a bad idea. Ever heard of Sabaton? I have. Well, hi, Dagger. How are you doing? Call of the Mountains. That is a really good song. I really do like that song. I do. All right. I think that's easy. Take me out country roads. John Denver. Nate, just want to say thank you for all the great content you've been pushing out lately. Well, you're welcome. I've definitely been trying. I've been trying to put out content. Fortunately, all kinds of cool stuff is happening that I've got all kinds of content I can pick and choose through. I just barely have the time to make it. But I do try. Dagger demands attention. He does. He does. Flagpole installation tutorial would be cool. I haven't installed a flagpole in a long time. I'm sure eventually I will. I just don't know where I want it yet. Dagger's such a grumpy face. He does have a grumpy face. Is Will still making clay bricks? I don't think so. It was just something he was testing out. AI marketing made its way into the homesteading off-grid products. I don't think so. House would be even better than a flagpole. It would. Can't live in a flagpole unless you're a wasp. Dagger needs my lap. He might. He might, Zoe. Dagger always gotten along with the others, or did he need to be conditioned? He's been well socialized. All my animals are well socialized. I can pretty much do almost anything to them, expose them to almost any situation, and they're good. They're good. They're so cute. He literally just went up to you and demanded cuddles. He did. He did. Y'all excited about bringing the There's a Way homestead back to life? Absolutely, I am. Yep, it's going to be exciting to watch that place turn into something really cool. It's the best battery for solar power. Depends who you talk to. I really like lead acid batteries. I do. They have a contact email. Yes, if you go to natepetrowskiofficial.com, you'll find all kinds of stuff. But it's narrowwayhomestead@gmail.com is the email. Very tolerant. Those women look like fools talking bad about you and Katana. Kinda. I don't think they did enough research about me before they decided to just turn it into a whole big public fiasco that I just turned back on them. But where's Jen? She's just over there. She's here. She's here. She'll probably come say goodbye to you because I'm about to get off of here because I'm exhausted and I know I have several things I need to respond to before I go to bed.
Somebody just tagged the email in the chat, guys.
Cool.
We're still looking for it.
Still looking for it. Well, the link's been posted a gazillion times. If you're still looking for the email, it's there. Talcom says head over to Twitch after. Absolutely, head over to Twitch. Nate Petrowski on Twitch. As soon as I get over towards the building, which will be in less than 5 minutes after I end this, Twitch Live will come back up. Time do you normally wake up?
We don't have a normal wake up time. It depends. Sometimes he's up at 2 a.m. and he works until 4 or 5 a.m. and then he goes back to sleep.
And then sometimes I'm not. Like sometimes it doesn't happen at all. Like it's
just depends.
There's no rhyme or reason to any of it.
Yep, looks like lots of the mods are headed over to Twitch.
Yep.
I vote There's a Way Homestead. But a mouthful to say when you're just talking about the other homestead. It is.
It is. There's a way.
It's just like narrow way.
It's all.
It just I think it's the narrow way homestead and then like
the homestead word.
Yeah, there's a way. Yep, turn your notifications on so you guys don't miss the next live or any videos coming up. Thank you to those who gifted memberships tonight. Congratulations to you that got them.
Yep, congrats.
Shout out to the mods. You did a great job. Yep, they always do a great job.
We've got
some amazing mods over here. Yep.
Guess I was just biting Dagger's tail.
Good night, guys. We will see you next time.
We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We'll have Twitch up in a minute. Definitely go check out Twitch. Nate Petrowski on Twitch. I'll see you guys over there shortly.